Hey, what's up with y'all? Y'all know what it is. It's the boy Terrell Anthony, and About That Life. And welcome to It's Whatever. And today, we're going to talk about energy. Yeah, energy. Like the stuff that you can't see. Like the feeling that you feel when you walk in a room with other people and you can feel the energy in the room. Or when it's a good person or a bad person, if you're lucky, if you have those type of powers. Now, I believe in knowing what type of energy that you are projecting out there into the universe, because if you're not aware of the energy that you are projecting out into the universe, it can actually be very, very harmful to you and others, because when you open up all of these windows without screens, you allow anything to come into your house. The reason why there's screens on the windows is so that just anything can't randomly fly into our house. Well, think about energy in the same instance. The reason why you gotta have a screen or a barrier or a protective layer around yourself is because of the energy that can come inside. But when you start to fluctuate energy and start to play with energy on a different level, and you don't really understand exactly how deep energy can go, you can send yourself in a downward spiral, like you're on the side of a pyramid sliding down. And I'm not talking about a pyramid like the real ones that are handmade. Clearly, you can't slide down there because your ass will be done, because they're extremely unbalanced and it's not slick. I'm talking about a movie pyramid or a side of a skyscraper, right? When you slide all the way down, like the Matrix and shit, and there ain't nothing to grab onto, so you just keep sliding until you hit the ground and die. That's why you gotta be careful. Because energy is nothing to play with. You can legitimately fuck yourself up fucking with energy. Especially if you start putting yourself in a realm where it can like dictate, and you really got some stuff going on and you're trying to like fluctuate your future. Let me tell you something. Understand what got you to where you're going. When they were making the Whopper, when they were making Dave Thomas's single at Wendy's, okay, they came up with a formula. When you come up with the formula, you keep the formula. You don't change the formula, because for some reason, a lot of people, when they get power or whatever, they change what it is about them that actually got them to that point. I don't understand that. When you get to a certain level and you understand the energy, you're not supposed to change it. You're supposed to replicate the same energy over and over and over again, like a TikTok influencer. That's why you see a lot of them using the same song, doing the same dance. It's called branding. You have to keep using what works. But if you don't do that, okay, that was my phone. But if you don't do that, all right, then what you will do is finding everything starting to crumble around you, because you're changing the formula of how you got there. You got there with this formula, and in order to stay there, you got to keep that same formula and modify it, but still keep the same formula. A Whopper with cheese is different than a regular Whopper. An original Whopper is a Whopper without cheese. That's how it comes. Cheese is a modification. Bacon is a modification. You can modify the product, but you still have to make sure that it's still a Whopper, right? So I suggest, if you choose to be people who fluctuate energy, or you are playing with energy, that you have and I repeat, one, you got, think about what it is that got you to this position in the first place, and then do that. The reason why it's not working is because you changed the formula. Go back to what works. That's why it was working. Once you figure out what works, replicate that, duplicate that, okay? And watch how everything changes.